down in 11th place. The car in front of him is Michael Schumacher in the Mercedes. Schumacher just staying enough ahead at the moment. Look at this, Raikkonen and Schumacher inches apart coming through the centre S's. I think they might have just touched. How they didn't completely come to grief, heaven only knows, but 8 world titles between them. They're not bad drivers really, are they? That was absolutely sensational.
Might be the old boy's last race, but he's not going to yield to Kimi Raikkonen. He probably had to in the end.
He had the inside line going into turn 1, trying to squeeze out, but of course he has to leave a car's width to Kimi Raikkonen.
Gasly is currently second, Lewis Hamilton runs third, Carlos Sainz fourth. The stewards are going to be looking at that incident. Alex Albon is down in 15th. That is proper heartache for that young lad who did not deserve that at all. The door was left open. Was Hamilton too clumsy? We'll talk about that in a moment. He's got damage to his front wing, Lewis Hamilton. He's looking for a way past into the Interlagos, but he can't find a way through. Lewis Hamilton tries to make his way where we've got past Timo Glock in 2008 and Jun Sao to get past Gasly. The checker flag is out. The Brazilian Grand Prix goes to Max Verstappen. Hamilton fights Gasly to the line. Gasly comes home to take second place by less than a tenth of a second and win his first podium in Formula One.
Good job, Jim.
First podium in Formula One, and yeah, for sure I will never forget it. You know, it's such a special moment. I don't know what to say. It's just so emotional.
Mark Webber's getting a great toe now. Up the main straight we go. Massa from Webber, and Webber pulls out onto the right-hand side, and he might be about to make a move. And here goes Fernando Alonso down the inside, and Alonso has put himself up into the podium positions by the end of the first lap.
Alonso took the pair of them in one move that put him up into a World Championship position.
But what a championship climax we're building to now.
Is Verstappen poised to land a knockout blow on Lewis Hamilton?
Great move there. Lewis needed to get that done. It's just not working out for Ferrari at all.
Here goes Verstappen. Lewis tries to cover him off. Verstappen through at turn 1. And he has made amends for getting held up in the pit lane at the earliest available opportunity. That was brilliant from Max Verstappen.
And now Hamilton's got the DRS down towards turn 4. Verstappen goes on the defensive. He'll be at more of an acute angle into the corner. Has he got it covered? He has.
Albon is going right at Sebastian Vettel here as Max Verstappen over the hill comes wheel to wheel with Lewis Hamilton. Round the outside of turn 1 he goes. Verstappen's got the restart sorted. That was fantastic. Albon's got ahead of the 2 Ferraris. Leclerc now gets shoved wide by Sebastian Vettel. Verstappen leads. Hamilton coming back. Then comes Albon and Vettel. Verstappen and Hamilton wheel to wheel through the Interlagos, and Hamilton just has to back out. Lewis Hamilton could have come in as well, but they thought track position at Mercedes was the way to go. Look at that. 4 cars, Martin, not separated by much, and 2 overtaking moves within the same corner.
Red Bull firing its tyres up nicely, giving both drivers the confidence to steam around the outside. That's stunning.
I was pushing flat out in my outlap to try and be close to him, and it was my only shot. So of course, because of that, I was close into the DRS, and we knew that we had great top speed the whole weekend already. So yeah, that's of course is a guess, but yeah, of course, very happy to get past.
Raikkonen appears to be more confident at this stage for whatever reason, just taking metres out of Coulthard.
And Montoya, we believe, has gone up into 3rd place. Look at Raikkonen having a look down the inside of his teammate, but Coulthard resists. Teammates there having a good scrap. The Williams is joining them very quickly indeed. And Montoya having a pretty special start to this Grand Prix. His teammate Ralf Schumacher has dropped back to 7th place. Michael Schumacher has dropped down to 8th.
Coulthard just put a wheel on the white line, lost some traction coming out of the corner. We'll give Raikkonen a good look at him as well. Look at the amount of spray they've got. Remember, they're on intermediate tyres still, and Raikkonen will get a look at the inside of Coulthard. It'll be a brave move though against your teammate in these conditions, and he's made it work.
Wow! Kimi Raikkonen puts down a mark of a David Coulthard. him. It's his own teammate. What's he supposed to do? Raikkonen forced him into a position where he just had to let him through. But Coulthard's got lost track. Montoya goes around the outside, up onto the wet paint. They're side by side. They almost touch down the back straight. And Coulthard gets out of the throttle. Brave move by Juan Montoya.
The first few laps was quite difficult to know what is the conditions, and after that I got past the other cars, and it was much easier to drive on the first place because there was no spray from the other cars, and things were going well.